everyone, it's Joel Davis with United Medical Transportation Providers Group. You are thebroker.com. I don't care access. And this video, I promise, will be short in length out of necessity. So I was having dinner the other night when I was traveling, and I stopped to meet with a client provider, and great hardworking woman, her and her husband, love them. So she said to me, she goes, okay, if you had to summarize everything that you do when you're working with people, what is it? What do you do? I said, there's 4 key objectives we want to do: build, grow, and scale, and then sell it to multiple. 4 key things: build, grow, scale, sell it to multiple. Build, how do we get operational? How do we start developing strong cash flowing sources of revenue? Growing, how do we start to duplicate that? How do we duplicate what we're already doing? We're operational, we got good sources of revenue, we're not just dependent on brokers. Notice I'm not talking about, oh, I'm just gonna start with my own personal vehicle, my own sedan, and we're going to just sign up with the brokers. Hey Joel, can you provide the number to us for Motive Care? No, that's not building. That's subjugation. That's sharecropping. That's just use what you got, sign up with a broker, let them be the toll booth gatekeeper, let them give you whatever they want. That's not building. You're not in control. It's just not going to happen. That is the antithesis of why you as an entrepreneur are going off and starting your own business. So we want to build, we want to get operational, we want to make sure we have everything in place, run a good, effective, efficient system. We want to have good, strong cash flowing, diverse sources of revenue. Growing the business, how do we start to duplicate that now? How do we start to really push that out, magnify that? How do we expand our fleet wisely? You know, in my other videos, I'm always talking about, would you rather have 5 highly profitable vehicles or 10, 15, 20 that are marginal at best, and now you have increased exposure to liability and issues and headaches and heartaches and human resource issues and people not showing up and all the nonsense? Everything we do as we grow has got to be as efficient and effective as possible. Scaling, number 3, scaling. How do we scale? Well, when we scale, I'm not talking about just scaling that single business. At that point in time, I want to know, how do we scale you? How do we put you in a position where you can start to pursue different sources of revenue, different businesses, things like that? Well, that kind of dovetails off of my last video where I talked about in my broker business, for example, where I have these great guys, been with me for a long term, all of them, these regional directors. Now, how do I start bringing them on, literally making them a business partner so that I could give them even greater responsibilities, give them equity positions. I'm able to take a step back and start to free up myself, because Lord knows sometimes I'm burning both ends of the candle. And I need to take care of other things, other wants, needs, desires, and opportunities. So how do I structure all that? So in scaling, it's not about just scaling a simple business. Yeah, build, grow, and scale your business, but how do we build, grow, and scale your entire model, multiple businesses? How do we really keep a keen focus on risk management, limit your exposure and your vulnerabilities, while at the same time increasing your earning potential and your capacity? And then ultimately, number 4 is sell it a multiple. How do we, number 1, build, grow, scale those individual businesses, put ourselves in a position now we sell businesses at a multiple? Those are the 4 key things that again, she put me on the spot. Great question, and I think I had a pretty good answer. 4 key things we focus on: build, grow, scale, put ourselves in a position to, number 4, sell it a multiple. So the reason I share all this is because a lot of great things going on in our end with my team and I. A lot of moving parts, a lot of different things, everything from what I'm trying to accomplish in my own personal business, my broker business with my RDs, trying to bring them on as limited partners, working with a lot of you in the NEMT and home care space. And so we got a lot of acquisitions, a lot of moving parts right now, a lot of acquisitions in progress with some buyers and sellers. We got some motivated buyers, cash in hand. I mentioned it in my last video. If you're in Cleveland, if you operate in Cleveland or the Orlando area, you got a good, strong cash flowing business, you're ready to cash out, at least send us your information and we'll take a look at it and see if it's something that we could do with some of our prospective buyers. What I'm going to do, though, I was thinking about this as I was driving back to the Communist People's Republic in New York, is I'm going to get with my computer guys, my my web developers, and I'm going to put some type of an online questionnaire together. I don't know how many questions it'll be, but it's really going to be what I want to do. I was thinking about this. I was brainstorming it. I want to put some type of a questionnaire together where you can go in, answer these questions, and we can just basically take a snapshot and get a better feel for your business, where you are in the life cycle of your business, so we can point you in the right direction, give you more advice, give you a couple of pointers. Look, I'm not doing this for this isn't like a one-on-one coaching thing. I mean, those are for obviously our one-on-one clients, but for those of you, the way I envision developing this, hopefully this week, is if you're an active UMTPG member, reach out to us. Let us know that you want to take I call it a survey for right now. I don't even know what this is going to look like, because like I say, I'm gonna sit down with my guys, and I don't even know how many questions this is going to be. I'm going to put out a bunch of questions, because I'm going to think to myself, okay, if I was going to walk into your door right now, what are some of the key questions I'm going to ask you to get a synopsis, a snapshot of where your business is right now, so that we could offer you some quick 5, 8, 10 sentence pointers of this is what you need to do right now. Again, this is going to be for our UMTPG members. Now keep in mind, we got over, I think we're like 450, 60 something members. We love you all. Understand time. Please be courteous. Things take time. So I don't know what this is going to look like. It's going to be 10 questions, 20 questions, 50 questions. I suspect it'll be on the higher end. And it may require some work on your part. So, I always talk about, you got to know your numbers. You should be able to every single night know your numbers. What's my revenue? Year to date, month to date, week to date, and today. How much money did I bring in today? How much of that was margin? What were the expenses? Things like that. You should always be able to extract those numbers. You should never be held hostage. I've talked about this a million and one times. You should never be held hostage of, I gotta wait. I'm waiting on my accountant to get back with me. No. That's not how you operate your business. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. Your accountant works for you. You collect all the data. You harvest all your data. You should be able to extract it at will, whether you're using the QuickBooks or you're using admin accounting. You have to have some type of a mechanism in place where you could have quick, easy access to your numbers, and also be able to run some simple reports, like a simple P&L. Not a big deal. So the reason why that's critical is, I guarantee you certain things we're going to ask you in this questionnaire are going to be revenue based, so you got to have access to your numbers. So again, I'm not sure, because I was just formulating this as I was driving back last night. This is going to be a great opportunity. This is going to be a great opportunity for those of you who are serious about getting a third party, fresh set of eyes to take a quick snapshot of your business. Okay, where am I at? Where am I at in the building, growing, scaling phase? How do I put myself in a position where I could, in the future, sell at a multiple? There's a lot of people we work with who I tell them, hey, we're putting, and they're newer guys, whether they bought a business, they started a business. I'm already explaining to them, listen, here when we sell this in 3 years, when we sell this in 2 years, depending where they are in their life cycle. Some people will say, well, why do I want to sell? I'm like, thinking to myself, why wouldn't you want to sell? Build, grow, and scale, sell at a multiple. Build, grow, and scale, bring in strong, positive cash flow, sell at a multiple. That's how we exponentially multiply our value. So again, I don't have all the details yet. I haven't put pen to paper. I'm still kind of catching up. Now that I'm back to New York, I'm still kind of catching up on things, but I'm going to get with my peeps. I'm going to put some type of a questionnaire survey together. If you're an active UMTPG member, we're going to send you I want to do it online, do it web-based, so that we can just send you a link and you can go to it and you can fill it out, and then we'll get all your input. If you're going to be one of these people like, I'm not going to share my information, it's too sensitive, okay, then this isn't going to be for you. But at that point in time, this is only for UMTPG members, so if you're a UMTPG member, whether you got NEMT, home care, your broker business, whatever, this is free for you. you're already part of the family, so it shouldn't be a problem. But you'd be surprised. Every once in a while, we get people get all weird about stuff like that. I think that anybody watching my videos, I think you would all agree, I'm very cautious and very protective of my people's information. I don't disclose specific numbers. In fact, there's a lot of times that you could argue it kind of hurts me in a way because I don't share many things, pertinent information. So I would like to think that you would all agree I'm very protective of my people's information. So I can assure you, no one's going to take your information and disclose it. If anything, we're going to redact it like we have to redact the FBI stuff that they stole from Mar-a-Lago. So so look for that. The reason, like I say, the reason why I want to do something like this is working with a lot of you, seeing where you're at in your business, putting you in a better position. If you're someone that we're already working with one-on-one, I mean, this isn't that big of a deal for you because we're already working together one-on-one, so we're already, knee deep in work, and we like it and love it. So I'm going to cut this off here. Keep an eye out for that. I'll call it survey right now. What it looks like, what we call it, I don't know. I can't even tell you how many questions it's going to be, but we'll let you know through email as soon as we develop this. Like I say, I'm going to get with my guys. If not later today, then tomorrow we'll start putting that together and we'll send it out through email. So look for that. It'll be a great opportunity. Again, if you're an active TPG member, it's going to be free, not a big deal. The way I see it is we're just going to send you a link. You fill out all those questions. You're going to have to do a little bit of work because you're going to have to get some numbers, put some things together, answer some good questions. And again, my goal is to, my team and I will be able to take that information, process it, and be able to formulate some good suggestions, strategies, identify some things. And it's always good to have that unbiased third party set of eyes. And again, obviously not just me, but my peeps, they're well experienced. They've been with me long term. Great people, absolutely love them. I couldn't do what I do without them. So, and I know many of you guys correspond with them, so you guys all like them, love them, and appreciate them. So look for those emails, and we'll come up with something good. And as always, when you do, I'll see you at the top.
Let's go, Brandon. Hey. Let's go, Brandon. Hey. Let's go. Let's go. Hey. Let's go.